Good afternoon. My name is Montserrat Esteve Aguilera, and I'm going to present the Christmas ornaments global value chain analysis. First of all, we're going to start with the mapping of the global value chain. The level one is about the task, the raw material sourcings, which such as wire, polystyrene, foam, and cheap fabrics. Forecast demand, Walmart determines it with previous year sales. The production, these operations are based on the manufacturing overhead supports the workforce. The quality controls with the sourcing agents, which provides the quality controls that dispatch it to the demands. And the market and sales, the company searches through thousands of potential Christmas merchandise to stay with Mungyang. And the level two is about the occupations, production workers, the direct labor, and the workers who maintain the factory equipment working. The third party factory, which is the plastic pellet suppliers and every shipping green. And the wholesalers, which in this case is if you would like commodity. The level three is about the stages. The purchasing an order is placed with an international company, in this case, on media. And manufacturing, this phase involves tasks and roles relating to the production and the quality management. The distribution, this process is reversed to lead the buyer shelves, the sourcing agent, and media also. And the level four is about the product, these Christmas ornaments, bread, artificial girlands, and a holly. And after sales services, for a forecast demand and analysis of the seasonal shopping is created. And also, when the orders are presented after the season of the Christmas, these products are sold through discounts or to the wholesale providers. Santa's workshop is not in the North Pole, it's in China, and there are four main reasons of it. First of all, the labor costs. China has a massive population, and which is reduce the cost of labor. The second one is the material cost. This business expand by distributing the raw materials such as copper, wire, plastic, so this allows to them to benefit from the economic scale and have lower costs. The third one is about the collocation manufacturers, the cost associated with the transporting inputs or intermediates goods from the factory to the warehouse. By shorter distances, the price decrease. And the fourth one is the inertia. Companies move their industrial operations to China with simplicity, but also through the East Asia. Local companies can compete with the large scale manufacturers because to satisfy the enormous demand for quality decorations, China's competitive systems provides a low cost supply. Also, a worker can use many of their suppliers or buyer contacts development as an employee to launch their own business. And also, a final contract manufacturer or producers could be engaged to handle all or one part of the production. And why do not large multinational leading companies like Walmart own their own supply chain? Because China has a considerable advantage in terms of the material and economic cost, and it will be very challenging to the company to maintain these costs due to the disruption of the industry and expansion of the Asian market, and also the strong clustering and agglomeration effects that have been produced by the manufacturers. And Walmart will be lose out the potential earnings from exploding China resources, and if he has his own supply chain, it would be a fresh investment and it would be locate new players, and it's a larger process. So why subcontract so many small companies? Because the lower cost of manufacturing, the higher profit on the sales, is faster and has enormous manufacturers in one location and has more flexibility about to meet the shift in demand. Walmart can employ different subcontractors as customized solution providers without worrying about the quality because they share knowledge assets. And the risk for Walmart in leading such a long chain is the shipping time because the high risk of missing deadlines, because the inappropriate container retention, the quality disruption, given the fact that neither the buyer nor the customer is aware of the wholesaler's producer process, and the control issues because the production schedules are quite rigid and ordering the last time will be very difficult to manage. And risk prevail for the 2022 are the trade backlogs, the rising costs, and the shipping delays are the main concerns. And the risks are foreseen for 2023 are the recession and the risk in the flow of raw materials and finished products because these are going to interrupt the manufacturing. Also, talking about the zero COVID policy in 2022 in China, considering that it was a several first financial loss, because of this, China GDP suffered annual loss in terms of millions of dollars. So, if China economy could suffer further losses if it continues to this zero COVID policy, due to the economic downturn, overseas manufacturers even though can actually move their operations of China, and this will be negative impact for the economy in the country. The proposal to the Walmart is to diversify its list of suppliers to choose the most effective and among its variety of goods by selecting them based on the past orders and the seasonal buying habits, taking into account the market share of Asia and the Chinese suppliers. And due to the fact by placing an order before March, customers will be placing their order in the season which coincides with the China's New Year and the holidays, and the companies close their doors and reduce the capacity in this time. So there will be a fulfillment demand risk. So it's not, no, there is this is not the way to solve the problem. Establishing its own factories can be able to Walmart to reduce some risk, or it might be not be the best, most efficient action because it will need a significant investment and the returns is going to be in a long term. And also, Walmart should force their contractors to move in their location because this can be a negative influence in the labor regulations. The changes in consumption patterns are the growing markets for one kind, customized goods as a result of the not mass produced, because seeking these the companies and the customers seeking mean to distinguish outside the crowd and to support the local that consumers have expressed to desire to support the purchasing their goods. After the read the case, the changes in the pattern of consumptions in Latin America due to the fact that U.S. market chains present in Latin America is that many Latin American countries, especially those that are in the border, are large number American residents, so countries tend to quite Americanized or influenced by them. But the Hispanic Christmas celebrations often have several weekends and variety of religions and cultural traditions. So these must influence in their services or their goods they purchase in this holiday season. However, the U.S. market chains may operate in several Latin American nations, so it will be very important to consider the regional, the cultural, and economic behavior of this influence. And thank you. That will be all.